What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode number 232 of Smark Out Moment Smack Talk. I am your host of the panel, Tony Mango. We got a small Tony panel for this week, because joining me on the microphone is only Drew White.
We're a two-man band.
You need to bring that song back.
I don't know. Wait, what's the Social Outcast theme? Do they have an actual theme, or do they just use each other's?
They have a theme, but I can't place it. It's
Is
like
it
generic rock shit, I think.
So it's generic rock track 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be generic rock track 6.
I don't know. 5 was better.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think
a little generic, though.
I don't know. It's not the generic Tron.
It's generic Tron. So before we get started, I want to preface this episode a little bit. Obviously, Wago, Kalen, and Peyton are all MIA for various reasons, work and such. Peyton was setting up his new computer for hours upon hours last night. I think he's pretty much passed out, half dead right now. Which means the original plan that I had of this episode of having a really widespread discussion about Ryback, it's going to be tamed down a little bit because it's two people that are supportive of Ryback, so you're not going to hear as much controversial shit. Same thing with the hot tags. Since there's only two of us, the opinions are not going to be as diverse as the intention originally was. And on top of that, since Peyton's not here to handle the Fantasy League stuff and hasn't updated some of the info yet, kind of flying blindly when it comes to that. So that section's going to be a little bit off as well. And on top of that, even, my allergies are bugging the shit out of me. I'm exhausted as all hell. Drew's still not feeling 100%. So yeah, if the energy's kind of low tonight, sorry guys.
Oh, this is gonna be the greatest episode ever. You're underselling the shit out of this, Tony. Come on.
You know, if I undersell it and it ends up being great, then that's a surprise. If I oversell it and people go, yeah, this was terrible, then it's like, we lose all credibility.
Surprise, guys. We got you. It's actually a good episode.
But if it is a bad one, we got the first round of the Sexiest WWE Superstars tournament coming up this weekend. If you love listening to my voice, I've got the Captain America Civil War reviews to do. We're going to spend some time designing new t-shirts for Star Wars Day today. I got those up because it's May the 4th, so go buy t-shirts. Cut us some slack. You know, we got a lot of shit we're doing. That being said, though, let's get into the first opening segment of the show, the wrestling trivia questions of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. And it's pretty simple if you don't know what the hell the Ask Him is. Questions, and you answer it, and you win stuff. By stuff, I mean nothing. Is that how it works? Let's see what we had for last week's set of questions, the Asked Him, as we are calling it now, which is still awkward as fuck to say. Can't get around that. They were China related, and the question to the panel was, which of the following firsts about China is not true? Was she the first woman to compete in the Royal Rumble, the first woman to wrestle in a steel cage match, the first woman to compete in the King of the Ring tournament, and the first woman to win the Intercontinental Championship? Answer was, she was not the first woman to wrestle in a steel cage match. That was Victoria and Lita, and she did all the other three, so that's how it works. Question to the audience last week was, who did China wrestle in her first match on WWE television? And the answer to that one was that she had teamed up with X-Pac in a handicap match where they lost against Mark Henry, September 14th edition of Raw, 1998. So let's break down who says what here. Bobby Lesnar G86 says, I have no idea. He also throws out some challenges for Silent Wind of Doom. That whole potential, whatever the fuck that is still raging on. I suggest going into the comments section of last week's episode, reading it all, preferably in our caps lock voice that we've got going on now, because that's even better. So I'm not going to read them all out. What else we have here? Soros Ice Cream says, Kroner the Crusher. Or actually, he says it in all caps, so it should be, Kroner the Crusher. Peter Piccinini says, I have no idea. I guess Molly Holly is coming to mind. Declan Macri says, I saw China's first appearance in WWF the other week and she choked Marlena, so I'll just guess Marlena. Just a shot in the dark. Would have been a really good guess, and if I would have remembered the hell out of that, I would have guessed the same too, but totally don't remember China's first appearance. I'm going to have to go back and check that out. Dominator 39 says the Road Warriors 8-Ball and Skull. I remember it because it was the first Raw I saw when I was like 5 or 6. Now the Road Warriors 8-Ball and Skull match. Yeah, that still probably hasn't happened yet. Very interesting if that would end up actually being something that happened down the line, though. And Awesome Piano Man says, Royal Rumble, I guess. By the way, my name is Steve Wego, and I like talking like this and can't wait to talk like this for the rest of my life. I love being on the podcast, and everyone here is my brother, including Miguel's eyebrows. I'm looking forward to Drew winning Fantasy League and for Zack Ryder to win the WWE World Heavyweight Champion because he is the best wrestler of all time in my books because I'm Steve Wego. Obviously, it would have been better if Wego would have done that because it would have made sense.
It would have been better as well if the person didn't say they were looking forward for Zack Ryder to win a world championship. Yeah, I mean, I think that was the big giveaway that was pointless and fucking retarded. So good job, person, whoever it was.
It was APM.
APM. Piano Man. What are you doing, Piano Man? Come on. Gotta be awesome.
What are you doing, Piano Man? There's your outro for the week. We ain't doing an outro either, probably. And Silent Would Doom says, I'm going to hazard a guess and say it was Val Venus. I don't remember the monkey's name, but I remember his catchphrase was, name hungry, name one, eat. Yeah, eventually, we were talking about Rugrats last week on the Adscan, and it was Thorg. Thorg hungry, Thorg one, eat.
We were talking about Rugrats last week?
Yeah, for like a quick minute, because I was humming the Reptar theme.
Oh, okay. No, I remember. That was loud. I'm sorry.
Silent Would Doom also says, wait, all that happened, none of those were responses, so I didn't know about this. Figures he's a masshole, though. Everyone knows people from up there are gutter trash. Also, no one knows the context of his comments because Tony was about to read my comment when Wago asked him about the Reptar theme. Fuck Lanny Pavo, fuck Superstar Billy Graham, and fuck the WWE if the entire Shane angle ends Sunday and we go back to the status quo. Now that we know, a couple days later, that didn't end, did they still get to fuck? Is that what it did?
I don't think we're gonna fuck WWE quite yet. There might be a few people in WWE we might like to fuck, but
there's definitely going to be a couple people like that. Which, by the way, plug again, Superstar Tournament.
Oh yeah, we're doing good with that.
Yeah. I actually did finger like guns right then when I did the plug.
So, wait, can you still vote on the polls, or is that done?
The polls will be shutting off sometime Thursday. We are actually, right now that we're recording this, it's 10:17 p.m. Wednesday night, May the 4th. Be with you. And I don't know exactly when I'm going to shut it off. We've got 160-something votes already. So that's a good amount. I'm pretty sure that it's going to stay the same. I've been looking the past, 50 or so votes, and a lot of people are voting the same kind of way. It doesn't look like there's any whoa, this change happened, because the first 50 votes were all over the place. It was big support from some of the fat guys, then out of nowhere they didn't, and then they come back again. Some of the women were like Lillian Garcia, surprisingly, has not gotten a whole lot of votes recently.
Wow.
And she's right now, if everything stays the same, she's not going to be one of the 3 eliminated. So I'm really curious what's going to happen there, but you can still vote for at least a little bit. I'm either going to shut it off at noon or at midnight. More than likely midnight. And go ahead and do that now, if you're listening to this and you hadn't already. But let's get into this week's set of questions. And these were actually formulated by Wago, because I had asked somebody else to do it this week, because fuck it.
Fuck, so you're telling me I could go back and find it in our chat somewhere?
No, because he actually sent it to me separately.
Damn it.
But it's a pretty easy one. These are Ryback related.
Ooh,
so you should probably get this. Question to the panel, which is Drew. So question to Drew. How many Slammy Awards has Ryback won? I already know that I would have gotten this wrong if he would have asked this without me knowing the answer.
Okay, so totally not looking at the Ryback Wikipedia page. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with 3.
5.
It's 5. Fuck.
I would have guessed 2 or 3.
I'm trying to...
He won Shocker of the Year in 2010 for the Nexus debut.
Okay, I knew that one was going to be one of them.
He won Trending Now in 2012. Most
Feed
of these
Me
are from
More.
2012 for hashtag Feed Me More.
Which is stupid. It should have been the Yes or the Zack Ryder thing, right?
Yeah, it should have been the Yes Movement thing, I think. He also won for Feed Me More the crowd chant of the year in 2012, which is basically the same thing, so a little weird. And he also won in 2012 Newcomer of the Year. Fat lot of good that did. And in 2014, he won Match of the Year for Team Cena versus Team Authority at Survivor Series.
I forgot that was. I was actually pissed off on that one match of the year. I know that the biggest, like that was probably the most important match of 2014. But come on,
It was also clearly Dolph Ziggler's win.
yeah,
Like, didn't Ryback get eliminated like super quick?
yeah. They
He was like within like 2 minutes or something.
well, it was 2 minutes of him getting in the ring, but it was something weird. I don't think he got disqualified, but they did. It was some bullshit tactic for him to get eliminated. I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed the match of the year one, and the other one I wasn't thinking of. He won both the hashtag one and the crowd chant. Because
I would
both
have never remembered any of them.
the crowd chant would. I just assumed that was the yes one. You think
It
that would
should've
have been the yes chant in 2012?
Yeah. The question to the audience, though, again, Ryback related. What 2 championships has Ryback won during his wrestling career?
Oh, I know this one.
Aha. Well, if you think you know the answer, or you want to take a guess, or you want to add some new people to the Fuck That Guy Club, or you want to call out Silent Wood of Doom, apparently, because that's something that's happening now, then you can leave a comment below on the YouTube description, or you can send us a tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim. Next week, we'll run down whatever we're going to run down, and, whatever happens with that. But we are going to continue on in part 2 with the hot tags of the week. Part 3 is going to be the rest hold, which has a little bit more energy for me at the very least because I recorded it yesterday. And then we're going to go into our main event of Superstar Scores Ryback in part 4 and whatever ends up happening with the Fantasy League in part 5. So click on those parts, everybody, and we'll see you when you do that.